Hope you enjoy anyone. Thanks for watching. This is Sellavin asking my latest review on Boruto Naruto Next Generations, Episode 8. The Dreams Revelations. This is definitely one of the crazy, good episodes they did, because they were highlighting so much, so many things that were supposed to be seen, and like literally the future of the series, Like, for example, it opens up to him at night. We get to see the moon, and they introduced a character we haven't seen in a while. They introduced Tonetti. I'm like, I can't believe that Tonetti is going to be a part of Boruto. If you guys don't know who Tonetti is, he was the main antagonist in the last Naruto the movie. That was the movie where Hinata and Naruto, finally fall in love, and everything. I'm not going to give you any more spoilers, Oh, but that was the movie, That basically started it all, how they got close and everything, you know. And and Kishimoto, he really trolled a lot of people, and I guess this is a way of trying to make up for it, making this movie. But you gotta admit, man, he really screwed up. He really messed with a lot of people when he did that. Seeing the situation, how they handled it, Boruto, he's dreaming of Tonetti in this episode, The fact is that introducing Tonetti, is he the one responsible for awakening Boruto's power, giving him the power of the Byakugan, or maybe the Tenseigan, If you don't know what Tenseigan means, you gotta watch the last Naruto the movie, there's an or go to Shikage or something. He has a Tenseigan explainer video, so you could probably understand what's going on. Seeing the situation, this episode, because this was about Boruto trying to figure out what exactly is the Byakugan and how does he have this power, No. Well, anyway, let's get started, It'll wait. And later in the episode, they get to see the kids. They're all at the movie theater. They get to see this movie about a superhero called Kage Maska, or he has what you call the demon's eye or whatever, He uses his eye power, basically, to save people. He helps them out, saying that he's a hero for the people, How later after the movie, they discuss what they like, what they dislike. Boruto and Genki, they didn't seem to like it, For example, saying Genki said Shinobi's life is not easy, while Genki and Shikadai, they seem to like it a little bit, How when they try to compare it to like Boruto's father, Naruto, he says that my father is not cool at all, People may think of him as cool, but he is not cool, Because the way he acts around home, like how when he just rushes off work, he always takes to take care of himself, Remember, Boruto has a problem with his father because he doesn't spend enough time with him, And that was evident all the way back in the manga too, from the last chapter to Gaiden, Now, like Boruto has a serious issue with his dad, That's something you have to understand. For me, this is a good episode, We get to see that he's trying to adjust to this, but they're also trying to figure out why things are happening. Like Boruto tries to wonder, why are all these things happening, and why am I the only one who can see them? He does have the power, but he doesn't know how to awaken it. It just happens at random. There's also the fact that he's asking Shikadai, and the others, Shikadai and Mitsuki, why does he have this power, and why is it only him who can see it, It's like he's activating it unconsciously. He has the power, but he doesn't know how to use it. It just pops up once in a while, Now, when you see it, I understand what he's trying to do. He wants to understand this, but he doesn't want to trust his father because his father probably won't listen to him or doesn't think of him that way, Seeing the situation, how they handle it, I really enjoyed this episode. Boruto's trying to figure out how things out, how he wants to figure the problem out, but he doesn't want to trust his father. He has his friends by his side, but they don't know how to deal with this. He's what you call in what you call awkward situation. For him, it's like when he saw that movie, it's like there was a part of him that became inspired by it. Trying to figure out what was going on. Could that really be me or something, But one of the things you gotta know is that how the Tonetti came to him in a dream saying the power you have may fend off the darkness. like it's a prophecy about his future. Like, and then he starts to get ideas like maybe I'm like Kage Mask, you know, I'm like the hero, that will save this world. And he sees that after he gets up from his dream, he takes the mirror and stuff, and he looks, and his eye is all white and glowy and stuff. He's like wondering how does he do this? He thinks, and he's trying to wonder how he can handle such a situation. How he has one of the same masks that Akai has. Fun fact: the mask he's using is the same kind of mask you saw in the anime Teppen Kengan Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann. That's a good anime. You just love Gurren Lagann. I love the series too. And the fact that we're using some prop from another anime series, like to use as part of a superhero bit, and I really like how they did it. How Himawari catches him, doing weird stuff, doing like weird poses, like acting like a superhero. It's pretty funny, Like she's like, oh my god, my brother was just weird. That was pretty funny, As the situation goes, like everybody is trying to get a grip on what's going on. Like for example, Naruto's trying to figure out why this darkness keeps happening, especially if it's happening around his son, Boruto, and the Ninja Academy. He's trying to deal with that. How about everybody else trying to wonder what's going on? And eventually he goes home. He gets tired and stuff. He goes home. Shikamaru accompanies him. He's very tired. He's greeted home by his wife Hinata and Himawari. They tell them that Boruto's acting funny. He's doing weird stuff. How they hear the noise all the way from his room. Like he's so loud that he makes all that noise. They catch it in on him. He does the weird poses and all that stuff. He's wearing the mask. Say, "Hey, Dad, I've awakened an awesome power." Say, "What kind of power?" And he tells him straight out, "It's the Byakugan." How does he know it's the Byakugan? He says it's impossible. Oh, a Byakugan handed by the Hyuga clan, and you have to have intense kind of training and all that stuff to have it. Like, and he knows that Boruto's never actually done some training like this. Like, he even asked him straight out, "Did you steal the scroll of sealing?" And Boruto's like, "No. What is the scroll of sealing?" He said, "Hey, it's a scroll that contains forbidden jutsu that someone stole years ago." Yeah, I never heard of it. Yeah, and he explained to him that someone stole it because they wanted to get stronger. He said, "Don't lump me in with that guy. Like, that guy is just a thief and a loser." And the look on Naruto's face and Shikamaru and Hinata, your own wife and your friend are just laughing behind your back. Because he is Naruto's son, and he's doing all these crazy pranks and stuff, the same as him. And the fact that he thought he did the same thing that he did. And his dad called him, and his son calling him a loser without knowing he's the one who did it. That is pretty funny. I mean, Naruto, he made his share of mistakes, but at least he knows what he did. Anyway, as they continue, they think that he doesn't have it. That he's just that he doesn't have that kind of power. Boruto thinks that he doesn't believe him. Eventually, they make a decision that they decide to go to the Hyuga clan and talk to his grandfather, her Hiyashi, Actually, so eventually they make their way. They go to Hiyashi, because who better to know about the Byakugan than the Hyuga clan, especially especially if it's the head of the Hyuga clan, Hiyashi, and the way they make Hiyashi, how different that he is, how he changed, he's all like, for example, when Boruto's like, I can't stand this place. He's like, "Why can't you stand it?" He hears a voice, and his grandfather just sneaking up behind him like a boss, just out of nowhere. How the dude, like, straight up's all lovey-dovey, like, give a hug to your grandpa and all that stuff, The way they made him look in the past, like, they always made him very, very serious, Way back when, to the original Naruto, when he was training his daughter, her Hanabi, Hinata, he didn't think that Hinata didn't have it because, she didn't think she was strong enough. That's why he worked his other daughter so hard, to be the head of the Hyuga clan. But eventually he changed his mind, especially when it came to Neji. Like, Neji struggled with the Hyuga clan lineage, especially knowing that his father and himself was forced into subjugation because of the curse mark, and also because So because he felt like felt that he was being that he could be better than the Branch family, and sick of being in the main house that could be forced, and the fact that the death of his father. But eventually he changed his mind, and he began to become more open, and eventually he eventually trained Neji into more difficult ways, and Neji began to change too. And that was after he battled Naruto in the Chunin exams. Anyway, the episode ends with, in order to test if Boruto does have the Byakugan or not, he's gonna have to fight Hiashi in the courtyard outside. Seeing how they handle this situation, it's gonna be probably the best chance to test Boruto's powers. But he's probably not gonna awaken it. But the fact that his grandfather's gonna fight him to see if he can channel himself against a true Hyuga master who can awaken the Byakugan, who has already awakened the Byakugan and mastered his secrets. That's probably the best example you could take this. And they already know that other people have awakened the Byakugan, but not everybody who has it can awaken or master its power. Like, for example, Himawari awakened it. If you guys didn't watch the OVA, Naruto becomes Hokage. That's pretty funny, she awakened it after her brother got her mad, That was a pretty funny moment. And not everyone in the Hyuga clan can master it right away, It takes training and difficulty, which Boruto doesn't have yet. But he does have the power. This is the best way to check if he has it or not, Who knows? Boruto may awaken the power, and he may even learn some gentle fist moves. So I would like to see him learn some gentle fist moves from his grandfather to see if he becomes a better ninja. I can't wait to see how they handle that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This is a good episode, because one of the things I like about it is because it's not the action, it's the humor. Like, for example, Boruto wanted to be like that, kind of like Kage mask guy. Naruto making the reference to the scroll of sealing. That's from the very first episode of Naruto, the first manga, and also Hiashi becoming funny and stuff, and Himawari's playing with her auntie, Hanabi, they're playing, a hopscotch outside. I didn't even know they had hopscotch. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Alright, next time I'm out. This was a good episode. I like it because of the humor, and maybe they could get some answers. And Tonetti, we need to see some more Tonetti, because I can't wait to see how he affects Boruto's life too. Maybe in the future or whatever. But that's it. I'm out. Bye.